What's up, y'all? So I just wanted to drop in since I haven't been dropping in like that for a while. And I want to update y'all on, of course, things that's been going on. So yesterday I did talk about the show Train to Go. Y'all gotta make sure y'all vote for me, honey, fan favorite, so I can win that 10K. And in order for you to vote, you gotta have an Instagram account. So if you ain't got no Instagram account and you really fuck with me, you really support me, make you an Instagram account for that purpose and for that purpose only. So you can make sure to vote for me and help me win that 10K. Tell everybody you know. Tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend, your auntie, your uncle. Everybody, I'm going to need for you to get everybody that fuck with you and tell them that you fuck with me and that everybody got to vote for me so I can win that 10K fan favorite. Train to Go season 1. For real, man. And another thing, too, so lately I've been doing Uber Eats or whatever. Took a break from doing housekeeping at the hotel. Um, Took a break from doing that. Um, I was working at this hotel. I worked there for about a month. The last hotel that I was talking about, Country Inn and Suites. They ass was so fucking ratchet and unorganized, unprofessional. They was trying to use me. Thought they was gonna use me and call me whenever they felt like it and stuff like that. Honey, I was like, oh no, it ain't going down like that. Cause first of all, the application that I filled out, the position that I applied to was a full-time housekeeping position or whatever. So after the man that gave me the job, first of all, he was bullshitting. After I went to the interview, he didn't even call me back right away. He called me back probably about 3 weeks to a month later. And so I still had went to the job though. And when I went, this motherfucker, they ain't never put me on the schedule. They ain't just want to call me, like, and they go, like, whenever they felt like they need me or whatever, they try to call me the morning of. Like, I just want to jump up and run to the job. I'm like, honey, hell no. The fuck? And the thing is, I used to tell them, like, at least tell me the night before. If y'all can't tell me 2 days in advance, at least tell me the night before. They ass ain't even do that. They ain't give a fuck. They just basically still trying to do what they wanted to do and shit. And I was like, honey, no, it ain't going down like that. Y'all ain't about to be using me. Fuck. So let me tell y'all about my last day of working at that hotel. Okay, so of course they called me that morning or whatever. And y'all, at this point I was at my final straw. I wasn't gonna go, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I had some shit coming up and I had to pay some bills. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So I done suck it up, went to the job, went and I had worked probably about, I think like 5 hours that day or something like that. And I got done for the day. The man was like, all right, you can come back. He was like, okay. I was like, you want me to come in the morning? And he was like, yeah, you can come in the morning. I was like, okay, cool. So next morning I show up for work or whatever. Um, I had went upstairs to get my car. I left my car on the second or the third floor. I can't remember. But anyways, I went to go get my car. I came back downstairs, and I was getting ready to start my car up. The man gonna come up there. He gonna come, Veronica, what are you doing? I'm about to start my car. He was like, oh, just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. I'm like, okay. So I'm up there waiting or whatever. Then like a few minutes later, he was like, oh, come in here, whatever. The owner, he was like, the owner wanna speak to me. I was like, what the hell the owner wanna speak to me about? So I go in there. Long story short, they basically wanted to pay me in cash for the day that I had worked before. I'm like, the fuck is this? Like, y'all trying to pay me in cash for the day I worked before? I was like, you told me to come so I could come to work. You didn't say nothing about, oh, come work to work so y'all can pay me. What the fuck? So I was mad. And yeah, So they had gave me the money or whatever. I got the money, but y'all know my transportation situation. I still ain't got my own car yet, so I still have to get rides the best way I can. So I had got dropped off that day, and I was planning on going to work, so I ain't have no ride set up or nothing like to come and get me right away. I had set up there for a while. I was there for probably like an hour. I was about to sit up there and just wait. But I was like, you know what? I was like, these motherfuckers got me fucked up. Because first of all, the bitch ass nigga had lied. You lied. You told me to come to work the next day. But when I got there, you want to try to switch it up and say, oh, you said that y'all was going to pay me. Nigga, you didn't say nothing like that. So at this point, I was aggravated. I was mad. I was like, you know what? I said, I got to get home. And I'm about to call a cab. Y'all need to pay for me a cab. And he was like, how much the cab cost? I was like, I don't know. But right away, he didn't say like, oh, how much the cab cost right away. I had to talk some shit and turn up, and he know he was in the wrong. So then I guess he was like, okay, well, you can call the cab or whatever. So I called the cab. Um, I basically was like, oh, it's gonna be about $20 or whatever. And he up there trying to be all slick and sneaky, ain't even tell the owner what the fuck going on. So I had to call the cab. I was waiting on the cab. It took the cab probably about 45 minutes or so. I was, long story short, like the whole process, I was there for about 2 hours waiting or whatever, because I was there for like an hour after during the situation. And then after I had called the cab, it was probably about 45 minutes or whatever. So the cab pulled up and he called. He was like, oh, I'm out here. So I had went up there to the front desk. And when I went to the front desk, the manager wasn't up there. The owner was up there. So the owner ain't know what the fuck going on. The manager the one told me like, oh, he gonna pay for the cab and shit. So I went up there and to the owner. I was like, I said, oh, the cab here. And he was like looking confused and shit. I was like, I said, that I was like, whatever the man name, I forgot his name. I was like, he said he was gonna pay for me a cab, and he was like, what? Pay for you a cab? Looking all confused and shit. So the man came up there, and when he came up there, I was like, I said, so the cab here, and then he was looking like he didn't want me to say shit in front of the owner or whatever. Like, yeah, I done put your ass on blast, honey, because you trying to do some funny, sneaky, shifty shit. And so, anyway, you know, found out they like, how much the cab gonna cost or whatever. I said about $20. So, the manager looking all puzzled and stunned and stupid and shit. And so the owner gonna say, okay, you can give her the $20. I guess he told him to get it out of the safe or the cash register up front. So he went to give me the $20. He gave me $20. But at this point, y'all, I had already had in my head, oh, these motherfuckers got me fucked up. They did not call me. I ain't answering the phone for their ass no more. The man gonna say, he was like, get her that $20 and don't call her. He said, don't call her no more. Like, bitch ass nigga, I don't give a fuck. I wasn't coming either way because I was stupid as fuck. So yeah, when I had got the money or whatever and I left and I went and got in the cab and I was in the cab, it was like a young cab driver and he was like, how your day? He was like, how your day been? Or how your day going? Something like that. Lord, I bet he like, damn, I should have never said that. Because, boy, he said that, I talked his head off the whole way about how horrible that job was and how they had me fucked up and all the shit that was going on, stuff like that. He was like, dang. Like, he couldn't say shit. He was just like, dang, they messed up and stuff like that. But, yeah, that's what went down. And that's why I had went on ahead and left because they ain't never put me on the schedule. They always want to call me at the last minute on the day of, and then they ain't called me every day. They only called me when they felt like they wanted to use me. When I first started there, I worked 4 days like for training, but after that, the motherfuckers, oh, we'll call you. Bitch, no, y'all ain't finna keep calling me. Call somebody else. Well,